Senator from Kansas.
Mr. President, thank you. American aviation, something we care about greatly in Kansas, but across the country, it's entering a new era of innovation and of growth, and industry and government in this circumstance needs to work together to make certain the United States stays competitive and remains the leader in this arena. In today's technology and research and development, there are unmanned vehicles. They are autonomous. They will be flying passengers and cargo from point to point in the United States. These vehicles will take off vertically and land vertically. And it's important for us to begin the preparation for that development in our airspace, at our airports, in our communities, and across the country. Bipartisan legislation, of which I've introduced along with Senator Sinema, the Advanced Air Mobility Coordination and Leadership Act, has been waiting Senate approval for weeks. This legislation would instruct the Secretary of the U.S. Department of Transportation to lead a working group comprised of members of various government agencies and the civil aviation industry, a public-private effort. The objective would be for them to review the steps needed to mature AAM past its initial operations, ensure a robust domestic supply chain, identify current federal policies that can be leveraged to advance this industry. I thank Senator Sinema for her help in moving this bill forward. It has been approved by our Commerce Committee, and the advocacy groups have been engaged in helping us develop the legislation and helping us work its way through the committee and through the Senate. I also thank a number of Kansans who have provided information and support for this endeavor. This legislation is crucial to ensuring the United States remains a leader in the aviation sector for years to come, and I'm anxious for it to become law with the President's signature. Therefore, Mr. President, as if in legislative session, I ask the Chair lay before the Senate the message to accompany S. 516.
The Chair lays before the Senate the following message from the House.
Resolved that the bill from the Senate, S. 516, entitled An Act to Plan for and Coordinate Efforts to Integrate Advanced Air Mobility Aircraft into the National Airspace System and for other purposes, do pass with an amendment.
And now, Mr. President, I move to concur in the House amendments, and I ask unanimous consent that the motion be agreed to and that the motion to reconsider be considered made and laid upon the table.
Is there objection? Without objection.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. President.